stepping out, stopping, and steady pop. SliceGod, Lord.
I got Mikey with me for sure.
Let's go. Got my confidence up, I got slide by Noah. He got me shining like mineral oil. Put me in the dough with them my ties and bulls. Let's go. Looking like I just won an award. The way that I'm chop, I should go out on tour. I did it by myself like an entrepreneur. I know that she bad, that's the reason she spoiled. She liking me cause I'm chopped up by Noah.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy SliceGod, LilNoah, back with another video. Today I got my boy KT in the chair, and it's part 2 of the best shag on YouTube. Or what I like to call the SliceGod shag. Shag gang it on bang. First thing we're going to do is lift the hair out the scalp with our comb and knock it down with our 1.5 guard. Off the rip, as we knock the hair down, avoid the back at all costs until we get there. Also avoid going as far as behind the ear on the sides. This will help you not tamper with the transition into the shag. Now we finna start sculpting that transition. I previously took his hair down with the 1.5 guard halfway open. Now I got it fully open, and I'm working on this area where it's transitioning into the shag, and I'm flicking out with the lever fully open. I also went against the grain to remove a dark spot. I got my number 2 guard on, and now I'm working on that transition at the top of the shag. I started with the lever closed, and I moved down into the shag a little bit more with the lever open on the number 2. And now I'm going back with my 1.5. The overall length was a 1.5 halfway open, so I cleaned up the very top of this shag with the lever open. And now I'm smoothing out this shag. As you can see, I just picked out the shag to get it to its full length, and I'm just cleaning it up. His is still in the growing stage, so I'm not trying to take too much off. Right here, we sitting in this bald guideline to start off this taper. My client is getting a mid taper, so I'm sitting in my bald guideline in the half moon-like shape right over where the top of the ear end. And then I'm removing the excess hair. And then I'm gonna grab my low pros. And now I'll be sitting in my second guideline with the lever open. I'm staying consistent and neat with this guideline because we finna be working our way down using the notch system on the side, closing the lever little by little as we work our way down. And every time you see the video cut, it's basically a representation of me closing my lever as I'm moving down. Here's the third guideline, which is the number 1 guard with the lever open. We're sitting it in neat. And we're going to work our way down, gradually closing that lever again. The next step is the number 2 guard, and with this I'm basically debulking. I start the lever open, and I work my way down, closing that lever little by little. This time we're not sitting in the guideline, we're just basically flicking out, trying to blend the top of that taper into the rest of the hair. Depending on your client's head shape, I'm going to show you not to go too far behind the ear because my client has an indentation. So if I go too far with this number 2 guard behind the ear, it'll make it lighter and that will corrupt the transition into the shag. Now with this 1.5 guard against the grain, we're just focusing on connecting that number 2 guard and that number 1 guard. So we're starting with that lever open as always and working our way down until it's fully closed. Even when following this system, you still need to know what areas to hit when doing these steps. Just because we're following the same system doesn't mean your taper is going to come out like mine. You still need to know what areas to hit what dark spots to remove, and just have that barber eye. With my number 1 guard halfway open, I'm going with the grain, smoothing out my taper area. Then I'm going to go against the grain and hit a few dark spots that I see before I go in with this lever open and finalizing this taper. With the lever open, I'm erasing this faint line that I see. After I erase that line by flicking out with the lever open, I'm basically just doing a bunch of detail work, taking this taper to the next level. This really what separates you from a regular average barber and make your blends very gradient. By the way, you can also do this with a number 0 guard, a half guard, or a 1/16 guard, depending on what clipper you're using. Right here, I'm finna quickly show me doing his beard. It's basically the same steps, just in reverse form. I skipped the number 2 guard though because his beard is not that long. I'm also going to speed up me doing this side of the taper. Is basically the reflection of the other side. Now for the front edge, we smoothing it out with the 1.5 guard close. Like I said, we took the overall hair length down with a 1.5 halfway open, so fully closed to get it good and laid down. Now for the backside lineup, we just sprayed it with holding spray and we brushing it down, and we're gonna use the blow dryer to lock it in. I might not show the blow dryer, but now I'm combing out the loose hairs, and I'm gonna start attacking it with my Mike Tyson boys, staying out as far as possible. Like I said, we taking off the excess hair that we combed over the line, and we removing any other excess hair that's on the skin. Yeah, them Mike Tyson boys coming like lasers, by the way. For the C cut, we're gonna give them a nice simple curve, sketch it out with the corner and solidify it with the full blade. If you like how the cut coming out so far, go ahead, hit that like button. As you can see, I took care of both the vertical bar and the curve on each side. On the very front of the edge, we started in the middle, work our way to one side, get this side solidified and locked in. And what I mean by solidified and locked in is those corners. Your corners are very important. When you get those corners crispy, you got this side solidified. So that's what I'm doing right now, making sure I get my corners solidified and crispy. And then I'm gonna work my way to the other side and do the same. The best thing I can say to getting a straight hairline is to get your C cup and your vertical bars symmetrical first. And it's kind of like you set yourself up for success, because when you step back, it's gonna be clear as day is where you need to go with the edge up. Time for the enhancements. It was a very solid cut naturally, but it's time to take it to the next level. So we're gonna lightly apply these fibers. And our goal with the fibers is not to cake it up, but to make his edge up look full as possible. Yeah, I seen where his lighter areas was. So this is gonna help fill it in for the properly enhanced look. When it comes to the vertical bar and the C cup, I like to outline first and then fill it in because it helps to not overspray. Hold and spray to lock those fibers in, then we come with that blow dry to freeze it. Then I go back in with my Mike Tyson boards to give it that crispy, thin white ash line. Not no dirty look, just real thin and nice looking. Hitting up this side edge, up that curve, and just getting everything together, taking it to the next level, making them feel like $1 million. Not $100, $1 million, man. This is what we do, man. SliceGod shit.
Stepping out, stopping, and steady pop. SliceGod, Lord.
Shout out to my boy KT, no cap. You know we've been 10 steps ahead of them boys. YouTube, it's your boy SliceGod, LilNoah, back with some more heat. I appreciate everybody for watching. We at 1,000 subscribers now, so y'all know it's only up from here. If you like this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this cut. Man, I appreciate y'all, man, for real. I'm gone. Slap.